What's up, everybody? This is a 3-month build video that I've crammed into about 8 minutes with a little bit of extra content at the end of it. So I really hope you enjoy this. I've put so much effort into this and I'm really hoping it shows. The Adventures of Big H. The Adventures of Big H. The Adventures of Big H.
Right, so I did the frame without filming it. Now we're gonna countersink all the majiggeries and then do the stuff and then put the thing together.
So a better explanation is it has to be built in 3 different parts, otherwise it becomes unstable or something like that. I don't know, I'm not a builder by any... Stop eating the banana. Stop it. Put the banana down. Stop. There we go. So we build it in 3 different parts and then put timbers down the side for rigidity. And now in this episode of I'm taking his instructions way too literally, I'm measuring out the holes 300 by 300. And now we're doing some digging, but like really fast.
Alright, so on to day 2 of digging and building. We have the frame done and dug out 2 holes in the afternoon. And as you can see, that is solid clay all the way down. So this is going to take a while, it's going to hurt my back, but it has to be done. And we have no access to get a decent machine down here to actually do it easier. So I guess I'll just have to man up and do it.
By manning up and doing it, I mean get my 74-year-old dad to help me.
You shall not pass! That was a lot of effort for that bit.
Now we'll be putting the frame back down and then we'll be getting all the footings ready after we put the sideways timbers. I don't know, what do you call them? I know, I'm too tired. Okay, stay tuned.
Now that we have the frame back down, we secure all the joister majiggeries, and then they're like in place and stuff. And now see, we're putting like the star pickets in, and then like they like, and then you like screw them into the thing, and then it holds it up and gets everything like level and stuff. And now see here, kind of my expertise, you know, like grinding stuff, and here like all the metal cuttings, and now all the metal's cut, which is going to be the post to hold the thing up. And then you put like the tops on, you put like screws in the bit to hold it, and now see, like we're doing all the concreting and stuff. So like, well, I get him to mix it up because he's a builder, you know, the special techniques. Okay, I just didn't want to do it. Okay, but yeah, so now we fill the holes up with concrete, and like presto majesto, it's there, and like it's done in like 3 days when it sets properly, or like there's 28 days with like expansion and stuff. But I think that's with bigger buildings, you know. I don't think like footings is the case. I'm not sure. I'm not a builder, but we left it for ages anyway because I got lazy and I think I started doing something else. And a quick shout out to Callie for doing this because I mean we couldn't have done it without him, and he also let me do this to his motorbike, which I would have never let somebody demasculate my motorbike like that.
So we're on to another day. Okay, so we've done a little bit since the last time I showed you guys. Now I've painted all these with this black goop, which is like tar. And that protects all the metal. We've put down all the plastic. And now we're gonna be putting that foil over the top for some insulation. And then we're gonna be running the boards down over the top. Now it's just putting yellow tongue boards down over it. It's not that exciting. So might skip past that, might not.
Boom, did it! Had it both ways. No regrets.
So yeah, this is Callie's grandson. I know, I never would have guessed that he was that old either. Turns out he is. He's at least 40, I think. Now, we had him here for some child labor, and I think we paid him 8 cents and a sandwich. We definitely got our money's worth. And yeah, he came in, he built it, and let me know if it's illegal to hire a child and have him working with power tools. We put him straight onto the grinders and stuff, you know, just in case if someone's going to lose a finger, at least it's a child, right?
Okay, so I put my shoulder out this morning about an hour into work, so I had to get my friend Josie to come and help out. Hey Josie, you ready for some lifting?
Yeah!
She moved a whole pallet, which is crazy. It's quite demasculating for me, but we've started to get it, most of it down. You can see how it all just slots in to each other.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
to your hair, will you pick me up?
Definitely not, I'm balding.
Can I watch your YouTube?
Of course. Oh gosh, you found the corner.
Bruh.
And here's his one allocated sandwich for the week. And now you can see here that we're like finally coming up to the roof. And now there we go. We're like finishing. Oh my god, the roof is up. Okay, I did this way too fast. I can't commentate over this. This is way too much. Okay, and then we put these things to hold up the things, and then we put in the bats, and then we put the metal over the top.
Alright, so we've got the whole thing up. You'll have to wait because I'm going to do the after shot thing. And now we're moving on to the balcony. Butch break. Butch break.
Bruh.
Now what we have is blick. Whole thing's gonna go blick. So all these sides need to get painted. So I'll show you and what it looks like when it's done. Here's one that I prepared earlier. Like it's a cake. Do you get it? Okay, that little bit, ignore that bit. And I'm done. A sigh of relief is momentary. That's the first coat. I have another coat to do that all over again.
And the second coat isn't going to be in this video because that is so boring and I do this.
The Adventures of Big H and the cabin, the thing. Now any painter worth his salt wouldn't do this, but I have no salt and I'm worthless. After you've taped up around the edge, chuck a razor blade in the corner of it. Now painters will never put, well, professional painters will never put tape around the edges because they think, oh, why don't you just cut it in correctly? Well, why don't you shut the hell up? This is faster and I think it's easier. Peel it off and then it comes out perfect every time. It just takes a little bit of time to tape it up, which is pretty easy. See how easy that was? I'm perfect. No salt. So I'm going to do V2, which is going to be like all these lights, and I got all smart lights. So they have like over 5 million colors and I can change it and everything like that, which is fantastic for a studio. So I can be like sitting there if I'm doing like a little presentation like this, and then I'm like dun dun dun, and then I can just switch the lights to red and it can be like evil, you know, instead of, I could do it in post, but you know, I'm not that good with computers, so I decided to do it the hard way like they did in the 1940s with all their C-stands and their big like canopy things. You know, with the big top, when they covered like an entire town in a sheet to get better lighting. Now, what was my old sign off? Clown out.